Nurse Barb joins us right now to tell us what it means to be in the yellow zone. You're looking very pretty in yellow too, by the way, Barb.
Oh, right. So I did this on purpose, purple to yellow, right? It's a little bit cheesy, but I thought it was an important reminder. We should be so excited because in California, so many people are getting vaccinated. That means cases are coming down, there's more ICU beds, and it's all about what people are doing with vaccination. Malu, close to 8 million people in Los Angeles alone have been vaccinated. That's incredible.
Yeah, it's such a great feeling, right? And so that means that things are definitely starting to open up.
Some things are opening up a little bit, right? So, like gyms are opening up about 25 to 50% capacity, even climbing walls. And bars, you might be wondering, well, why are bars only opening at 25% indoors? Well, that's because when people have a little bit of alcohol, they may not be able to do the social distance, right? They may have a few inhibitions that are lessening. But museums are opening up, even some outdoor events. And one of the things to keep in mind is that, like for concerts and comedy, they're asking ticket holders to be in state residents. That's because we have such high vaccination rates that it reduces the risk.
Yeah, that totally makes sense. And what are some new things or some other things that we're actually learning about the virus?
Oh my gosh, right? Doesn't it seem like every day we learn something new? And if you watch the news, you see that cases are surging in Oregon and Washington state. That's because there are some new variants. And unfortunately, there are variants that are really having a terrible effect in India. And here in California, there are many people who have already traveled from India. So we still have to be vigilant. That means even if you've been vaccinated twice, you still need to wear a mask if you're in a crowded indoor or a very crowded outdoor area, because at this point, we don't know enough about those variants.
Yeah. And so what about the kids and getting vaccinated? The younger ones are going to get vaccinated soon?
I'm excited. The data is very reassuring that kids who are 12 to 15 can start getting vaccinated. And you might be saying, well, why is that important? Well, kids are living with parents, and sometimes they're living in houses with many generations, people who are much older. And whatever one person is exposed to, everybody's exposed to. So it's really important, especially as kids think about going back to school, that they get vaccinated. And it's a safe vaccine for teens.
Yeah. Speaking of school and them going back to school, are people comfortable with things opening up, and getting back
Oh,
into the
Malu,
system here?
Malu, aren't you finding that with some of your friends? Some of your
Yeah.
friends are comfortable, some aren't.
Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I have a patient who's absolutely devastated. She's been putting off her wedding, and now she's like, okay, in July, and she sent out the invitations. She was really surprised that a lot of people are declining to come because they're
Oh,
not sure about who's coming. If they've been vaccinated, they don't want to have those difficult conversations. And so my message is expect a lot of things to change in your relationships because not everybody's going to be on the same page in terms of how they feel about safety.
yeah. Yeah, for sure. And then, more and more people hopefully will be getting vaccinated here.
I hope so, right? As the situation evolves, we're always bringing people information. It's really important though that you know that we're not over this yet. It's not over. We're still moving. We're in the right direction and we're close to the finish line, but we're not there yet. So you have to stay vigilant. You have to keep, as we've been saying for over a year, right? Wash your hands, social distance, and continue to wear a mask if you're in those areas where you could be exposed to people who may not have been vaccinated.
Yeah. Oh, great advice there, Barb. And thank you for that bright yellow, that nice bright light. Makes us all very happy.
Thanks so much. And I would just end by saying, please, if you know someone who hasn't been vaccinated, really encourage them to do that because it really helps the whole community and helps all of us get back to, opening up everything.
Yeah. It's only getting better. We're in the yellow.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks, Barb.